This is what Kick Legend. Today we're going to show you how to throw a harder body hook.
Slip. Slip. Again to wind up.
So welcome to Kick Legend. I help you athletize your art and put art to your fight. Here once again at Undisputed Martial Arts with Archie Luz. And you know, whenever I hold for him, I notice, wow, you have a really good body hook. And it's something that I've struggled with for a long time. And he noticed something that maybe could help out yours as well.
Hi everybody. Okay, so one of the things I like to do when I teach punching is to differentiate the two types of punches. Actually, a lot of people think there's 6, 1 to 6, right? But what I like to think of is the straight punches versus the round punches. So your straight punches would be your jabs, your crosses, hooks, and uppercuts will be your round punches. Straight punches, I would say it's just like doing a push-up. It's just straightening out, but the hooks are a pull. Okay, so in this situation, what we want to do is we're going to try to use as much of torque off the lower body by pulling back on the opposite shoulder. Okay, so again, the idea here, this hook is a pull. It's not a push like we would have in the jab cross. So we're not working on pushing out. I want to use the torque on my body in a pulling manner. Okay, so what I do here, again, is I'll slip on that cross, which is the setup for everything. I've got the shoulder cocked, turned right through. I've got my leg bent with all my weight in that front foot. And as you'll see, I won't come up and pivot. Problem with that is it exposes my chin. I'm pulling away as well from my target. So not a good thing to do when I'm attacking the body. I want to stay relatively close. I want to be in this area here. And as much as possible, a bit, if being an orthodox fighter, a bit to my left. So I can stay away from his left hook as well, or I can see his left hook coming a mile away. So again, what I do is I slip, weight transfer to the front leg. I've got myself nice and heavily planted on that front foot. Not going to pick up that heel, because all I need to do is use the leg muscle, start to straighten out, actuate my hips, which allows me to pull my shoulder back. Okay, so from this position, I slip and rise up. Again, slip, slip, slip. So a lot of it is this. I'm going to straighten up my front leg a little bit, not to the point that I straighten it up and lock out the knee. I want to straighten up and allow my hip to turn. Okay, that hip turn is actually initiated by the pull back on the right shoulder. So in this situation, I've got myself wound up. I start to lift up. Leg starts to activate. My hip starts to turn in conjunction with my right shoulder. So again, we'll do it with full speed. I slip and right up. Slip, up, slip.
Yeah. So yeah, you really feel those. Yeah.
Well, the nice thing too, it's a liver shot in most cases. The nice thing too, it's a liver shot. In most cases, you don't have to hit it that hard because it's a fairly large organ and it's very presentable. It's right there. So in most cases, you'll even see light body shots do the damage that you would normally drop most fighters. But you know, adding a little bit more sauce to it helps.
You know, I think feeling that you can hit it hard maybe just gives a little more confidence in throwing it at all.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
And so it's definitely something that even, you know, I never spar hard these days, or ever really, not much. But part of the reason I don't like it is it always feels weak, and then so I don't have the confidence, and then so I don't develop the distance and timing for it. So it's kind of this like negative feedback loop, right? You're not good at it, so you never improve it.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. And in many cases, as we had spoken earlier, I mentioned how I have my amateurs spar with heavy body shots. So they get used to throwing a bit more power to the body. You know, like I said, sparring hard isn't the best thing in most cases. A lot of injuries can occur, and also detrimental to the longevity of a fighter's career. But body shots aren't so bad. You know, you'll feel them for sure. But I believe in most cases, if you watch most pro fights, most fights are won with body shots. Right? They'll wear their opponents down, take them out later on, or just expose their opponents, because they'll make their opponents drop their hands when they feel the power to the body.
So Archie was just alluding to a conversation we had a little earlier, that when his guys spar, he'll sometimes have them go light to the head and a little heavier to the body. Has some advantages of, one, your opponent was going to respect the body shots more, which again will give you the confidence to deliver them. It's really easy when you're going light to just ignore the body shot in exchange to scoring the headshot.
Exactly.
But once you put some sauce on it, as Archie says, even though you're not going balls out, but enough to make the guy want to protect himself, you actually might get a more realistic kind of sparring without going all the way to 100%.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
So I want to thank Archie here at Undisputed Martial Arts. Make sure you check them out for great martial arts, boxing, Muay Thai fitness. If you haven't seen Archie do his 30 push-ups routine, go find his Instagram. It's insane. So yeah, definitely if you want to get in shape and do it through boxing and martial arts, come check them out in East York, Toronto. This is Roy, Kick of Legend. Keep your chin down, elevate your striking.